All right, so I guess you have followed me to this video finally to see how we're going to do that. Now, just before I show you that, I need to also show you some other things, some advanced stuff that I want you to go and learn on your own, of course. Yeah, some advanced stuff that I want you to go and learn on your own, which are how you can plot several visuals, in like a grid form, like side by side, how several visuals side by side each other. Right. Supposing I want to plot two visuals side by side, maybe let's say two card visuals here, like this one now, two or three more card visuals side by side. One thing I need to do is there is a workaround we do, right? You always see it, you might not understand it, right? But once you apply it once or twice, I'll try to make sure that you do understand it, right? So we have figure slash ax. Before we used to just do figure and axis, right? So we are just going to now pass in figure and axis. And of course, let's say we need four card visuals. I'm just going to plot one or two and then allow you to put in the rest. So I can just come here and do plt.subplots. We call them subplots, right? Subplot is a plot inside of another plot. So that's the manipulation now, right? plt.subplots. Now you can first argument you need to pass in is the number of rows, which is one. I want to just stack in four of them in one line. So 1 by 4, right? Four. How many plots do you want? Right? So we plot in each card visual on one particular plot, right? So here, if I run this, yeah, let me just run this. You see what will happen. Subplots. Okay, subplots P. Missed my P here. And see what happens here. Now you can see the plots. You can see how the four of them are here, right? So we're going to plot the first card visual here, second card visual, third, and fourth card visual here. Now, I'll just make this three. I'm not sure if I have up to 4 things I want to show. Okay, let's make it four. I have a lot of things we can show. So we can decide to now come back here. I want to now add fixed size because I don't like the size of this guy. I'll just come here and add fixed size, right? So if this was 4, I'll just make this guy 4 times 4 will give me 16, 16 by 2. So I'll make this guy 16 by 2, fixed size, because 16 by 2. If I'm not mistaken, I think this should work. Okay, let me come back. Fig size is 15 by 2, like this, 16 rather, 16 by 2. Let me put underscore. Is it expecting like an underscore? Oops. plt.subplot. Yes. This is supposed to work. Except if I'm missing the spelling, of course, which I don't think I am. Okay, let's put the fig. I'm not mistaken, except if I need to restart this guy. But the fig size also works in here. All right, let me first declare the fig size outside. plt.figure, right? Passing the fig size, not equal to 4/2, but this time around 16 by 2, because this will not affect what we have here. Let me go ahead and pass in the optional fig size argument. It's equal to what? My fig size now is going to be 16. No, sorry, 16, yeah, by 2, not just 16 as a number. Of course, now it works. I think I needed to add that on top. So you can see now we plot all of our guys in here, right? So another thing we can also do quickly now that we've done this is now to go ahead here and do our AX. So each of these guys now, this is like AX0, X1, X2, X3. Remember zero indexing, right? So you can just come back for AX0 now, 0 rather, plot instead of plt.text. Now this ax now will now be like your plt. So instead of plt.text, this one will now be ax dot what dot text, right? Then you can pass in your x, which is, let's make it of course 0.5. Your y is equal 0.5. So I already have all of everything here that I need. So here, of course, I'm going to pass in this. Let me run this and see if this works. Okay, ax, not a. So of course, I'm going to go ahead here, ax dot axis, because I'm going to turn this off. Ax0 actually, yeah, ax0 dot axis. Let me turn it off, of course. So how about the other things like my width and text color? Color, and also pass them in here. Also, let me pass in blue. Let's run this and see. Okay. Okay. So let's go ahead now. Maybe, of course, we'll change these colors if you want. You can change them. You can also apply your weight. I'm just doing this because we're going to be copying and be pasting, right? Just going to be copying and be pasting. But it's not good for your health to do. It's not good for your health. All right. So we have this now. What is remaining now for us is to add now AX0. I need to add something like the title, right? So here you don't just put title, right? Dot title, just like you do in PLT dot title. Here you have to pass in set title, right? So we're going to do this. And then also here you can also adjust the color as you can see, font size and the color. Also, if you need to set in the X label and the Y label, you just use the set X label, set Y label. But here we're just doing a card visual, right? So I'll just go ahead and copy this guy. So this is number of respondents, right? Number of respondents. So I'll do another one for the number of those who passed. Number of uh, merit admissions. So AI, I know will just give me all of these guys now in AX1. Okay, guy, what's up? So let's do AX1. Let's pass in those guys. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy the same thing, paste it here. Number of merit admissions. But this time around, instead of counting the entire DF, I'm going to return the DF where DF admission type, right? Admission type is equal to merit. Merit. So I'm going to return this. Now this guy will change it to 1, 1, 1. So let's see this guy. Let's see what we get. Yeah, so this is not number of respondents now, but number of merit admissions. But here we can make it number of applicants instead of respondents. Or number, yeah, let's call them applicants. Number of merit admissions, right? Merit admissions. If you run this, of course. So of course, after you're done with all of these guys, you can, instead of using PLT, you now use feed.show. I know it's confusing, but I know you find your way around it. Now, so that we don't have all of these guys, okay? I think we still need to add plt.show. All right, so we can just go ahead and copy the rest. If you go ahead and copy the rest, I think you should be able to find number of conditional admission. Yeah, we're just adding this so that our text will not look too much. So here, now I'll just go ahead and I'm just copying and pasting so that The video won't be too long, but if you have the time, please, conditional here, right? So this will be conditional. Let's see this. Oops, I'm supposed to use two here. You can see it's overriding, right? So two, two. So let's see this. Of course, I don't know if any of you is liking this, but I'm loving it already. Right. So I think I still need one more, because one more. So this is the number of merit admissions. This is the number of what conditional admissions. This my D here. Sure. So I'm just going to go ahead now. Now you can be alternating the colors, right? So the next thing I'm going to do is to do what average what do you call it now? Average score. Just going to check the entire average score of everything, right? So S equal to, please bring out the rest. Okay, set title. So this AX3, I think my Gemini is now resuscitating dot off, right? So let me see what this gives us. Oh no 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 no. Axis is off. Of course, this is the average what score now. Average score of everybody. Now you can see how these guys now are looking very, very good. This is your like your card visual. Now you can still apply this same thing instead of doing dot text now, plt dot text, you can still use dot bar to plot a bar plot in one, So you can plot two bar plots side by side each other. I want to see you try to do that, right? I'm not going to do that in this video, but try doing that and let's see what you have. So you can just do subplots, you can just do 1 by 2, have two bar plots side by side. And this helps you to easily explain things that need to sit actually side by side, right? That's great. Now see you in the next tutorial video where we